Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep. As you know, I'm share about how we can customize our theme, Shopify theme, and create new one. Last time we have created our search page, search result page, and today we are going to work on the search suggestions list. Uh, so okay, so let me show example. So this is look like this. Whenever user going to enter something, the suggestions will be listed below the form, as you can see. Before any delay, let's start working on this. So I'm going to open my theme, code editor. Let's say Shopify theme serve. The next thing I'm going to open is our theme.liquid. Here I'm going to add two things. First will be our node class, this should be id, suggestion, list. I'm going to copy this. Our list will be here, and the next thing is that's our type, and on query I'm going to add on key up function event, and in this event I'm going to pass this function's name, then this will represent this input. So let's save this. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a template here. Let's call this one search dot ajax dot liquid. Here let's say layout none, the next thing will be our items. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this one from search template. We don't need this one. Let's copy this. Before that, let's start, and then will be our items. This will be an array, and here will be our for loop, and for then our item. This item, I'm also going to add one more thing here. Unless for loop dot last, it will check if our item is not last, then end unless and comma. This is because the last item should not have the comma. That's why we added unless here. The next thing will be our title. Title will be our items title, which is this one. Let's say item dot title. The next thing will be our URL. That's all we need. Items dot URL. Okay, so that's everything we got. The next thing, I'm going to open app.js, and in this app.js, let's copy our function's name. Where is it? This one. Let's say async function if the next thing is const this val equal to e dot value, and then const and this type. This will be e dot closest form dot query selector input, and this input name will be type dot value. Let's say what we got here. I'm going to say log, and in this log will be this value and this type. So let's open this. So let's open our console log. I'm going to try this. As you can see, whatever I'm typing here, this is sorry, this is collecting everything. So next thing we have to do, and by the way, this one is our value of our input, and that's our type. So like if I'm going to add here page, then it will pick that one too. There is the product and page. So I'm going to remove this one. The next thing I'm going to say const request equal to await fetch, and this will contain our, let's change this one to template literal, search, then query, view will be our ajax, and type will be this type, and query will be this value, and then let's say const response will be await request.json, let's print this one also here. So save. Okay, so it's updated. Let's try now. What's the saying? Let's try this one here. Fetch. Okay, now this should be in quotes. Let's clear this. Let's try product. Okay, so we got our 3 items: the test product, and new product. So this is not showing URL. Let's open our template again. This is showing URL. Oops, this should be item, not items. So let's clear again. Now we got our URL also. So let's remove this. The next thing is I'm going to extract items. Wait a second, let's try this. Address. Yeah, let's try again. Now we got our outputs. This is saying test and everything is there. So what I did here, I extract items from request and then assign it to a variable called res. So everything is stored in this. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add a check here. Let's say if dot length is greater than 2. So it's saying if my input length is greater than 2, then it will list, like if 3, then it will search, otherwise it not. The next thing we have to do, I'm going to create a UL. Let's say const UL equal to document dot create element UL and the next same go to with li and this li will have an anchor this a dot href equal to, not here, first we have to loop through this one. So I'm going to say let's say res dot for each this say item and it will get everything from item. Let's say item dot URL and a dot inner HTML, not HTML, inner text will be item dot title then let's say li li dot append a, and then ul append li. The next thing I'm going to say, find this, let's keep this one with class. Suggestion list, okay. The first thing we have to do, we have to clear this one, dot inner html equal to blank, then dot append ul. So let's check this now. We got overall list. So if I'm going to remove this one, let's say product, this is here. So next thing I'm going to do, let's say position absolute, top 100%, background will be white. Oops, this should be position relative. And width 100%, padding will be 1 em, 0.5 em is fine. So that's our list. I'm going to copy this and add it. In application dot css, so let's say Let's try now. So right now it's empty. So what I'm going to do, instead of UL suggestion list, let's say UL and say refresh it again. Let's say product, so everything is here. One more thing we are going to say is, where is our app? I'm going to append this one only if dot length is greater than 0, then this will append, otherwise it will not. So let's try now. Let's say T test list product, and then it will list. And if we want to go to any specific one, we can go direct from here. There is one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to set limit here because I don't want so many results on suggestion list. I'm going to add limit here of 5. Let's say, so it will only get maximum 5 results in suggestion list. I think that's all for today. So next I will come up with another idea and we'll share here. And till then, keep coding, be awesome.